Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes, and today I will be reviewing our new Grand Hero Battle unit, Naesala from the Telia series. There's quite a bit to go over, so let's get started. Alright, so Naesala is a blue flower unit. He has 39 HP, 32 attack, 38 speed, 24 defense, and 29 resistance. He has the highest speed in the game for a free unit. It's tied with Anna, and in fact, his stat line is pretty much like Anna's except slightly better. I'm not going to compare the two because they are entirely different units. But anyways, Naesala for a free unit has a fantastic player face spread. It's glass cannon, a lot of speed, all offense with decent magical bulk. His spread is pretty much like a resistance version of Ira's and Nyla's spread. Instead of good defense, he has good resistance. With that being said, he's going to take quite a lot of damage from physical enemies, so as boring as it may sound, a desperation build is probably what he would have to run. His build options are actually quite limited due to him being a flower unit and the way his stat line ended up panning out. He would have been great with skills like Shield Pulse, Wrath, Flashing Blade, and even Nyla's Null Seed Disrupt B skill would have been good on him, but nope, he's a flower and can't run any of those cool skills. His unique weapon is Raven King Beak. It gives him 3 extra speed, so he'll be at 41. Then if his speed is greater than foe speed, deals damage equal to 70% of difference between stats. The maximum damage is 7. This is the same effect as Flying Nino's Giga Excalibur and Carla's Vassal Blade. The damage that this weapon deals is considered true damage, just like Woe Dao and Wrath, and what that means is that it ignores the foe's defense. This means that if Naesala has 50 attack and the enemy has 50 defense, then Naesala will still deal 7 damage. If Naesala has 10 more speed than the foe, then he'll deal the maximum of 7 damage. Therefore, if he doubles, then this weapon is giving him 14 true damage. It's an incredibly powerful offensive tool, especially on somebody who has the speed to back it up. But moving on to the next part of the weapon's effect, it's the transformation effect, which I'll just summarize up for you. Basically, beast units can only transform at the start of the turn, but there's a condition. They can only transform if the beast unit is next to only, and keyword only, beast allies, dragon allies, or nobody. If a beast ally and let's say a sword ally was next to the beast unit, then the transformation will not happen. It's a strict condition and it makes it a little bit difficult to run beast units on mixed emblem teams consisting of non-beast or dragon units, but it's still doable. You can just run tactic skills so that the beast unit can transform and get the buffs when they are 2 spaces away. Then lastly, the last part of the effect is when Naesala transforms, he can move 1 extra space and he gains 2 extra attack, which is nice since his base attack isn't exactly the best. The extra 1 movement is big for him. He's going to be on the same threat level as cavalry units. His special is Blazing Wind. Normally, AoE specials do not work well with units that have mediocre attack stats, right? Naesala is kind of borderline in that category. However, the true damage given from his unique weapon is actually applied to the AoE special's damage. So if he's hitting a whole team of units with Blazing Wind, then he's able to deal a maximum of 7 bonus true damage to all of them. A skill is Swift Sparrow, pretty much that perfect A slot skill for him. He can also run other similar A skills such as Fury, Brazen's attack speed solo, and etc. His B skill is Guard. This is unlocked at 4 stars, so you can use Naesala as Guard 3 fodder without promoting him to 5 stars. Not saying you should, by the way, just thought I would let you know. Guard is kind of weird on him. Guard isn't as useful on fast melees compared to slower ones. The only time it's really useful on fast melees is when the unit cannot 1-round KO a slower unit that has quicker pros like skills equipped. So overall, Naesala is a really powerful free-to-play unit. Him being able to move 3 spaces, the incredibly high speed, the true damage in his weapon makes him a huge threat to any non-green unit. And what's great about him is that it doesn't take much investment to make a good, viable Naesala. You pretty much just fill in the slots, replace Guard, promote him to 5 stars, and he's good to go. Now with the review over, let us take a look at some ways to build Naesala. First is a budget set using most of his default skills. This is the most cookie cutter set of all time, so I'm pretty sure you guys know how it works. You just use them to attack on the player phase. After the first fight, hopefully he receives counterattack damage that will bring him low enough to activate Desperation. Then the rest of his initiations after that are immediate double attacks, if he outspeeds the foe by 5 speed of course. C slot is up to you, that slot is flexible. The second set is almost the same, except that I swapped out the seal for Brazen Attack Res, mainly for the huge attack boost once he meets the health condition. The extra resistance can also be helpful to soak damage from mages or dragons, but the seal is mainly for the attack boost. And since Brazen doesn't work with AoE specials, I swapped out the special to something else, so I went with Iceberg. You can also go with Moonbow as an alternative. Now this is a set that I'm probably going to use on him when he's a bonus unit in Ether Raids. Because Naesala can move 3 spaces, you can use Smite on him and use him to snipe off any weak defensive targets in AR defense teams, whether it's a Dancer, Veronica, Aversa, or just a weak defensive unit in general. Then after the attack, he'll retreat 1 space backwards with hit and run or drag back. Then you can just use a Dancer and another ally with reposition to safely get him out of danger. Depending on the enemy's defense layout, it may take 2 Dancers to secure his retreat. I chose Glacies as the special because if he snipes a ranged foe, then he'll gain at most 2 special charges. That means after the whole retreating process, he can be used to take out 1 melee enemy with a Glacies proc on his second attack. And that's it for this video. Naesala is definitely worth promoting and he's a great merge project. He's still not as useful as Aversa, but if you like him, then I would definitely recommend going forth and investing in him. He's a really good free-to-play blue player phase unit. I did not expect us to get a free beast unit so quick, and getting Naesala as our first is pretty cool. He's one of the fan favorites, so I'm sure a lot of you guys and other players are quite happy about this, especially once he gets added to the Grail shop. Let me know what you plan to do with Naesala in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.